Good morning, class 11th. In the previous lecture, we have discussed about the different concept of oxidation and reduction reaction. On the basis of classical concept, we have defined the term. On the basis of electron transfer concept, we have also explained about these two terms. Now, I am going to explain about the competitive electron transfer reaction during a redox reaction, that is competitive electron transfer reaction. Suppose a reaction is given to us. Zinc rod is dipped in aqueous solution of copper nitrate. Copper nitrate is CuNO3 twice. The solution is aqueous and this zinc rod is taken, so physical state of this metal is solid. Now, as we know, this zinc is more reactive as compared to copper, therefore it will undergo displacement resulting in formation of zinc nitrate ZnNO3 twice. The solution obtained here is again aqueous plus copper metal solid. So how the electron transfer takes place in this reaction? Suppose the reaction can be explained here as this is a beaker containing aqueous solution of copper nitrate. Aqueous solution of copper nitrate, and we know that copper salt are somewhat blue in color, therefore the solution is blue in color. When we dip the zinc rod in this copper nitrate solution, what happen? Again, we know that zinc is more reactive. When dipped in this copper sulfate solution, the reaction goes on the reaction start, and it takes about 15 to 20 minutes for completion of the complete reaction. So in the starting, we observed that the intensity of this blue color goes on decreasing. Clear? The intensity of this blue color of this copper nitrate solution goes on decreasing because zinc start reacting with this copper, and when zinc completely displaces this copper from copper nitrate solution, in that case the intensity or the color completely changes, indicating that reaction is now completed. So when zinc rod is dipped in this copper nitrate solution, which is blue in color, after some time or after 5 to 10 minutes, it was observed that the intensity of this blue color decreases. It means the intensity of this blue color now decreases, and this is the intermediate stage. This is the intermediate stage when the reaction goes on. After 5 to 10 minutes, it was observed that intensity of this blue color decreases, and when the reaction completes, then it was observed that this solution now becomes colorless. The solution obtained now becomes colorless. Why the solution becomes colorless? Because the solution changes to colorless due to formation of zinc nitrate. The solution becomes colorless due to formation of zinc nitrate because the copper ions present in this copper nitrate solution will deposited as copper. The copper ions which were produced by displacement with zinc ions now will produced or will deposited as copper at the bottom of this glass rod or the bottom of this zinc rod. It was observed here that copper will now deposited on this zinc rod, indicating that the reaction undergo complete displacement with complete change in color from blue to colorless. In the intermediate stage, the intensity of color decreases and finally the solution become colorless due to formation of zinc nitrate. So in this case, it was observed that zinc rod start dissolving in this copper nitrate solution, and the reddish metallic copper will get deposited on it. This copper which get deposited on the zinc will become reddish in color. Clear? Reddish metallic copper or reddish brown copper will deposited on the zinc. Second is the blue color of this copper nitrate solution starts fading or start decreasing Ultimately, it becomes colorless due to formation of zinc nitrate in the solution. This is called a redox reaction because in this reaction, the following reaction takes place as zinc solid combines with this copper nitrate. Now this copper nitrate aqueous solution undergo dissociation to produce cupric ion as well as nitrate ion. These ions are present in the aqueous solution because we know that salt dissociate to produce ions when the solution is aqueous, when it is dissolved in solvent like water. Again, this zinc nitrate also dissociate in aqueous solution to produce zinc ions as well as nitrate ion plus formation of solid copper on the zinc rod. Clear? Now removing this common ion from the solution, the ionic reaction can be written as Zn plus Cu2 positive gives Zn2 positive plus Cu. Now we can check the species being oxidized or reduced in this reaction. Now in this case, charge on zinc metal elementary state is 0 and here charge is +2. Now increase in positive charge indicating that loss of electron takes place. Therefore, it will undergo loss of 2 electron and the process is termed as oxidation. This Cu2 positive changes into Cu. Charge is 0 because it is present in its elementary state solid. Now the positive charge decreases. Therefore, the process is termed as reduction because it undergo gain of 2 electron. That why it is called as reduction. So due to this oxidation and reduction, we can clearly indicate that the reaction is redox reaction and there is a competitive electron transfer between this zinc and this cuprous ion. This undergo loss of electron because here electron transfer reaction is going on. This undergo loss of electron, that is oxidation, and this Cu2 positive, that is cupric ion, undergo gain of 2 electron. That process is called as reduction. Clear? In the same way we can explain the different kind of redox reaction. Suppose reaction is taking place between copper and silver nitrate solution. We know that the silver nitrate solution in the starting or initial stage will remain colorless. When undergo complete displacement, it results in formation of copper nitrate plus silver. Now this silver will get deposited on this copper rod. Now this copper nitrate acquires blue color. When the displacement reaction or the electron transfer reaction takes place, in this the solution also shows color change. Clear? So again we can say that this copper metal undergo oxidation and this zinc ion will undergo reduction by the respective competitive electrons transfer. The species which is being oxidized undergo loss of electron and which is reduced undergo gain of electron. Clear? In this way we can also explain the reactivity of the different metals. So from these reaction it was clear that zinc is most active among these, followed by copper, and silver is the least reactive metal. Clear? And this reactivity can be explained on the basis of reactivity series which we have discussed in the previous classes. Now next is oxidation number. Next term is oxidation number. Oxidation number. Oxidation number of an element is defined as the charge. It is defined as the charge which is present on an atom of the element, has its ion or appear to present in the combined state with the other atoms. This oxidation number is called as oxidation state. So what is oxidation number? It is the charge which an atom of the element, जो भी हमारे पास एलिमेंट है उसके एटम के ऊपर क्या चार्ज प्रेजेंट है, किस फॉर्म में, इन its ion form or will appear to be present in a combined state with the other atom, combined state with other atoms. In that case the charge possessed by the respective atom is termed as oxidation number, and this oxidation number is also called as oxidation state. This oxidation number is also termed as oxidation state. Oxidation number is the oxidation state of an element. This is the second explanation of second term. Oxidation number is the oxidation state of an element ascertained according to the set of rules formulated on the basis of that electrons in a covalent bond belongs to be more electronegative element. On that basis we will obtain the number or the charge, and that oxidation number or the charge is termed as the oxidation state of respective element. Now we have different rules for assigning the oxidation number. We have different rules for assigning the oxidation number of different elements. The first point is, if we have any element in the elementary state, if we have any element in its elementary state of element is solid or gases. Clear? If any metal or the non-metal is present in respective solid state, or non-metal is present in molecular gaseous state, in that case the oxidation number of that element will be equal to 0. In that case oxidation number of element in its elementary state is always equal to 0. For example, in the previous reaction we have discussed about zinc when combines with copper 2 positive, this gives zinc 2 positive plus Cu. Now this is the metal or element in its elementary state solid, therefore oxidation number of atom will be equal to 0. क्लियर? तो उस केस में जो भी ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर आएगा वो किसके इक्वल आएगा? 0. ऑक्सीजन O2, क्लोरीन Cl2, नाइट्रोजन N2, these are the gases present in the elementary state. In this case again oxidation number is also equal to 0. Sulfur atom S8, this is the polyatomic form of sulfur. In this case oxidation number of sulfur is 0. Phosphorus P4, oxidation number is equal to 0. Clear? This is the first rule. Second rule is that in case of monoatomic ions, monoatomic means the ions which consist of only single atom, जिसमें सिर्फ एक ही atom present होगा. In that case the charge of the ion becomes equal to oxidation number. If we have any monoatomic ion, suppose we have taken ferric ion Fe3 positive. Now what is the oxidation number of this Fe? The charge is equal to oxidation number. Now charge on Fe is 3 positive, therefore oxidation number will be equal to plus 3. Secondly, if we have taken monoatomic anion such as Cl negative, this is the cation. Monatomic anions include cation as well as anion. Suppose we have taken Cl negative. Now the charge is -1, therefore oxidation number will be also equal to -1. If we have taken S2 negative, then oxidation number becomes equal to -2. जितना भी हमारे पास रेस्पेक्टिव आयन के ऊपर चार्ज होगा मोनोटॉमिक केस में, दैट चार्ज विल इक्वल टू ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर. थर्ड पॉइंट इज ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर ऑफ हेलोजेंस. ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर ऑफ, स्टार्ट करते हैं हेलोजेंस नहीं सॉरी हाइड्रोजन. इफ़ वी हैव टेकन एलिमेंट लाइक हाइड्रोजन, इन दिस केस ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर ऑफ hydrogen shows two types of variation. When hydrogen combines with metal, when hydrogen is present with metals, in that case oxidation number is equal to -1. Clear? When hydrogen is present in combination with metals, then in that case the oxidation number will be considered equal to -1. For example, we have taken sodium hydride. Now in this case the charge present on hydrogen is equal to -1. Clear? The charge or oxidation number of H is -1, and from this we can calculate the oxidation number of metals such as nitrogen. Clear? Now when this hydrogen is present with non-metal, when this hydrogen is present with non-metals, in that case oxidation number will be considered as equal to +1. Clear? Suppose in case of water we have to calculate the oxidation number of oxygen. इसको मैं एक्सपोर्ट करेंगे. अब जो हाइड्रोजन है दैट इज़ प्रेजेंट विद नॉन मेटल, दैट इज़ ऑक्सीजन. तो इसमें जो हमारे पास H है नंबर 2 है. ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट या ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर कितना होता है H के लिए? +1, बिकॉज इट इज़ प्रेजेंट हेयर विद नॉन मेटल. देयरफॉर X becomes equal to -2. Clear? Therefore we can calculate the oxidation number of any element if we know about the charge or oxidation number of rest.